Welcome back to another episode of the
Good Vibrations Only podcast.
brought to you by
Coming soon?
As y'all can see, we have a very beautiful special guest with us today. We'll give a little quick introduction to our guest,
Yes.
but then we'll also let her introduce herself. But actually, you already know this is the beautiful Victoria. Some of you may find her familiar because she called what does she call?
She's a resident mannequin.
Yes, our resident mannequin. We use her. No, cannot use this word. We make use of her. That's even worse.
She basically models for us as well. As you can see on our posts.
Yeah.
She's always the one donning the outfits. And always not only that, the most of the time, obviously, Vic is always behind the scenes. On the front end, you see Almas, Asri, Fira, ourselves. But the times that you guys get to see Vic will probably be either in our content, be it like our TikToks, our styling posts. And boom, today we
Yes.
have here in the flesh
Yes.
to get to know more about her. Boom!
So Vic actually runs our social media as well, on top of being, the face that you see on Stakeout.
Yes, sir.
So welcome, Vic,
Hi guys.
to your very own episode of the Good Vibrations Only podcast. Can you also just introduce yourself and then describe what you do at Loop Garms /Stakeout?
Let's go. Boom.
Hi guys, I'm Victoria, aka Vic, aka Victatious.
Oh my gosh.
That's right.
aka Vicky.
Vicky.
But Vicky is more like for close friends. but-
Okay.
yeah.
Everybody's gonna say hi, Vicky.
And then I'm the social media coordinator and mannequins, as you all mentioned.
That's right. That's right.
So I basically manage all the posts that you see on our page on Loop Garms and Stakeout.
Boom.
I edit all the videos.
She does.
And all the TikToks. I take photos.
And also every Monday the song recommendations one. While Asri, Almas, and everyone on the ground does the filming and collecting of the thing, Vic puts together all the tracks to ensure everything goes together, goes with a flow. So shouts to Vic. Boom.
Yeah, so y'all can don't ask Almas and ask me, why y'all never put me in? Because the producer will be
Yes.
choosing, make sure all the flow, everything is okay.
and it's nothing personal. It's just
Yeah.
I just choose whatever
All
I
songs
see
are valid.
first.
Boom.
All songs are valid. All songs are valid. Okay, so that's Victoria. That's Vic. And then she also talked about what she does at LG and Stakeout. But can you first tell us, how did you find out about? I mean, you were here even before Stakeout opened.
Yes.
So how did you find out about Loop Garms actually?
Actually, the answer is very simple. I just saw your guys on Instagram.
Yes, sir. Boom.
But I think before that, I was already interested in vintage clothing. So at the time I was going to different vintage pop-up stores and I was looking at vintage stores on Instagram and stuff like that. So I think it just naturally recommended y'all to me. And then,
It's fate, man. It's fate.
yeah, and then I saw the job listing and then that's how it all happened.
Fun fact, actually, so at that point of time, we put out 2 job listings, right? 2 position listings. One was for social media lead, and then the other one was for store lead. Fun fact, Vic actually applied for the store lead position first.
Boom.
Then what happened after that?
What do you mean what happened?
As in, did you straight up apply for store lead, or did you, did you make the change?
How did it happen?
I applied for store lead. So I emailed you guys
Oh.
applying to store lead. And then after we had the interview a few times, then you guys talked to me about the social media lead role instead.
Okay, so
Boom.
any is it okay to ask any regrets? but as in how did you think you would have fared in the store lead position as compared to social media lead?
I think because at that time, I had just graduated from diploma, my diploma. So I did fashion design, right? And then I wasn't very sure about what I wanted to do after diploma, and then I took a gap year, and then really thought about what I wanted to do, and then I thought that I wanted to do something leading into merchandising. So then that's why I was gonna go into retail
Mm.
and then like maybe try and work my way to merchandising. But then I think I just didn't know that maybe I wanted to do social media until like the role was presented to me. Yeah.
That's nice. But then when like what you said, like I think it's sort of recall. So when you after you came down for interview, I think we had like a few more rounds, right?
Yeah.
Then after when the thought of being like the social media coordinator came up,
Mm.
how was that shift at that point of time? Like, were you more inclined, like leaning towards like, you want? Actually, I still think store lead might be for me, or
Oh,
how did that
actually,
shift happen?
Not at all. Like I
Hmm.
think like the moment y'all like told me that you wanted me to do like social media
Mm.
instead, I was like, oh, actually that makes a lot of sense.
It's true. Boom.
That's good. That's good. That's a
Yeah.
relief to hear.
Yeah.
Cause I think at least on our part lah, it's like we do see Vic has like that flair with like not only of course being in touch with like what's what do you call that?
Popping or not?
Yeah, what's
on-
popping, or like
Yeah.
the climate, or have like the pulse on the ground with like whatever like apps or like Instagram, TikTok and whatnot. I mean that's a prerequisite, but I think Vic does have like a flair of like how to like distill all the relevant like current topics and whatnot, and make it easier for us to understand. Well, make it easier for me to understand. So boom.
Yeah, actually, in similar
Yeah.
vein, right? I'm just gonna bring this up really quickly. Elmas, as you already know her as our frontliner, right? She actually,
yeah.
she actually applied for social media,
Boom.
and then I think after that, she was the one who told us. She was like, "Hey, actually, you know what, guys? I think I'm more suited for store lead lah."
Yeah.
So then we're like, "Okay, let's run with that lah." So yeah, I mean, 2 fun facts.
Yeah, imagine it was like the other way around. It'll be whoa, interesting.
Mm.
But boom, I think this really all like the stars align lah. At least in our opinion, now looking back. Yeah.
Okay. Then you mentioned you were doing. Okay, I wanted to ask, what were you doing prior to this? But you already mentioned you were doing fashion design. I don't know if you want to elaborate. Like, but how did you go into fashion design? Like way before that also.
I think it started when I was younger actually. Like maybe like from the age of like 5 already. I really liked dressing up for some reason. And then my parents also bought me a lot of clothes. So I
Nice.
don't really know
That's
if it
nice.
was like I like had the interest myself, or was it like brought on by like my parents, or the fact that I also really liked to play with like Barbies and like Bratz. And like
Mhm.
so like, I always had like I always had a
Dressing
lot
up.
of fun dressing up, yeah.
Yes, sir.
And then my parents were also very encouraging. Like they knew that I was like very creative, and I also drew a lot, and like I would draw a lot of like girls in like very different outfits like all the time. Yeah, and then I can't remember what happened after that, but I think I still like continued doing that. And then with the help of YouTube also, like fashion YouTubers and stuff, and then I think my parents encouraged me to go to art school to like just like see if I would like it.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow, so nice.
Yeah.
Like all along, like your parents sort of sense like you're more like for
Yeah,
the
I
creative
think like
field.
my parents, because they couldn't do like a creative field, or like really couldn't pursue what they wanted to do, so they let me do that.
That's nice. That's really
Nice.
nice.
That's
I think
heartwarming.
it's always a blessing, I think, when you have your family members or your loved ones to sort of support you in that way, to actually give you that push to actually go and explore. I think not many of us have that luxury law. So mom, okay. Anyways,
No, and I think it's especially cool because your parents didn't come from the
Correct.
industry. So I mean, it would be a given
Yeah.
if your parents also were like, I don't know, designers or
Right.
like in art, and then they were like, oh, you want to do art? Go ahead and do art.
But
then
my dad was like, he's really into like drawing, and he can draw really well.
Oh, that's nice.
And then,
shout outs to that, man.
Shout out to dad.
Yeah, so I think like he was very for it lah. Yeah.
That's nice.
Okay, So she went on to do fashion design lah.
Mm.
Okay, cool. That's nice. And then we also wanted to ask. So all this time that you've spent, actually Vic has almost closing into
2 years,
2 years
almost.
with
Yeah.
us already. What's something that you've unexpectedly learned from working over here with us? She's very nervous, dude. Can you tell?
Don't stress. Your brows nice. Today your brows nice. Yeah, I was looking at your brows. Your brows nice.
Nice. Up close, nice. I was actually also looking at it just now.
The whole day we haven't. I was just noticing. Your brows nice.
Okay. Well, I guess like I don't know if this is like considered something that I've learned, but like I think I've gained a lot of like confidence that confidence in myself and like confidence in what I do and like or like giving instructions to people. Not I hope that doesn't make me sound like
No, that's okay. Don't worry.
but yeah, I think maybe in like my previous jobs I felt like I couldn't like say what I want to because like people would take it personally. But then here like you guys don't take it personally, you treat it as like work and it's like nothing against you, which like I really appreciate. Yeah.
Did you want to say more?
I wanted to say something but I forgot.
I do have one question. Do you want to? What's this? Do you want to take it off?
No, it's fine.
It's the Kiva Kamen Rider Kiva's the driver belt.
Isaac just put it
A
on.
customer, Anik, gave it to us.
Shout out to
to
Anik.
because they are made in kid sizes, so obviously I can't wear them. And usually I'll make FJ wear it, but FJ is as you can see, delivering in 2 weeks, guys. Boom. So so I got Vic to put it on. Looks good on her.
Fits perfectly.
Jealous, I'm so jealous.
I've never watched Kamen Rider in my whole
It's
life.
okay. No
That
worries.
kind of thing don't need to say.
Don't come for her. Come for me. Yeah, I put it on her.
Okay.
Yes.
You can do the next one.
Alright, so we are done with part 1. Now we'll move to the Spitfire round.
Yeah.
Alright, Vic, are you ready? Same thing as usual. Tell us your option and then elaborate if you have to.
Okay.
Okay, so first one. The beach or mountains?
Beach.
I knew
The
it.
beach.
You can find Vic at the beach. Oh wait. Don't find her at the
Don't
beach.
find me, please don't find me.
Shit. I'm sorry. No, she likes going to the beach. I know.
Daytime or nighttime?
Daytime.
Daytime.
I used to be I used to be like nighttime, but then I realized that the more I stay up late, the worse my mental health is. Yeah.
I was just gonna say, I used to prefer nighttime, then I grew up. I feel like most older people would prefer daytime also.
Fair.
But now I like the feeling of like accomplishing a lot of things like
Fair.
before the day begins, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because Vic goes to the gym!
Vic, you can find her at the gym also.
Don't find her at the gym.
This is the gym location
Yeah.
she goes to.
Oh my gosh. Cats or dogs?
Cats.
Fun fact, Vic always has treats in her bag. Not for us, but for cats.
For cats. She
For the
always-
neighborhood cats.
She always feeds our neighborhood cats, even the cats that we had.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah.
like many years ago, 2 years ago, and then
After they've been
R.I.P.
put down. Yeah.
but the current cat, Mau Mau, Vic does a very good job of
Okay.
pampering it. Yeah. Coffee or tea, Vic?
Coffee.
Coffee. What's your like a go-to like order if you had to say like a daily?
Ice latte or a flat white.
Okay.
But then you drink kopi hot.
Oh yeah, I do. From opposite. The auntie
I'll
makes the best kopi.
Boom. Shout out, man. Watch our video here to see what food options are there. But fun fact, Vic doesn't really, now that we've been eating almost everything around here, the kopitiam opposite is really not, at the moment.
Yeah, I only go there for coffee.
Not it.
The auntie knows my order, so like I have to keep going back. I love her.
That's fair.
Wait, okay, yeah, you're gonna. Yeah.
So work or play?
Both.
Both.
I
Okay.
need both.
That's fair. Cannot like too much of anything.
Yeah.
Too much play also cannot.
Yeah.
Fair. City or countryside?
Countryside.
Okay.
This one, Twitter.
Instagram or Twitter?
Twitter.
Ooh. Why? Yeah.
I don't know. It's like I've been on Twitter for so long, and like the jokes there, it just keeps evolving daily, and like it's like your daily news, and like if you skip one day, you just cannot keep up with.
Like you
anything.
just miss out so
Yeah, you
much
miss out
already.
everything.
I always thought Twitter was already phased out. Did you
I never really.
got on?
Like I got.
I know you tweet
yeah.
before, but like I always thought that you guys were not into Twitter. Like,
Oh,
but you guys still use.
yeah, I still use Twitter.
Wow.
I think it's still quite big like amongst like their gen, all the young people still use it. But why like Facebook also like sort of like phased out already. Like your gen don't really like go on Facebook.
Yeah,
But
I think because Twitter, like you are kind of allowed to be unhinged there,
Oh.
and you can really like just let out all your unhinged thoughts on Twitter, and everybody won't question you. They're just
Okay.
very accepting.
Actually, for this question, I put Instagram or Facebook. Then I sent a list of questions to Vic. Then she's like, yeah, the questions are okay. But maybe you can ask Instagram or Twitter instead. I was like, oh, okay, sorry.
I think only we use Facebook.
I don't use Facebook, guys. I only use Facebook for work.
Okay, sorry.
We use Facebook to. I use Facebook to read the news.
Oh,
Like people post. Okay, anyways.
No,
So Instagram or TikTok?
TikTok.
Okay, but what's the? Is it like a close fight or you think?
I think when Instagram was like its OG like app,
Yeah.
it could have been first. But now that it's like updated so much and changed so much, I just don't like it anymore.
Right. If you had to rank Instagram, Twitter, TikTok.
Twitter,
Okay.
TikTok,
TikTok.
Instagram.
Is that
Yes.
true? Comment down below for you guys.
But shout out Tumblr.
Oh.
Wow. Tumblr.
Tumblr, I got you.
Tumblr, yeah.
Then after that, they banned all the.
So you use for what purpose?
Oh,
No, for research purposes.
y'all didn't hear that.
What do you have to say? Okay.
Okay.
What is your favorite trend on TikTok right now? As of like now, I feel like at least for me, at least amongst like the whole team, I feel like I'm the one that spends the least time on TikTok. Like the only time I go onto TikTok is when Vic posts like stuff for like Stick Out or like Loop Garms. And then I'll maybe browse the FYP because I know that if I spend time on it, right, I'll just like go down this like so I limit myself once a week. So I know trends change very quickly. Like within a week, some like dance move already is like out already. It's like old already. So what is like your favorite trend on TikTok as of now?
I had to spend a lot of time to find the answer for this question. Because it's as of right now, right?
As of right now,
Okay.
yes.
As of right now,
Right now.
is
As of now, filming, filming, yeah.
there's this trend where people lip sync to Top Off by Ghana.
Okay. What was it?
So the lyrics is I take the top off
Okay.
and then I'm dripping like hot sauce. And then the trend is to like have a piece of food or like some very random item as like the microphone. And they're supposed to pretend like they're in the studio.
Oh, it's like that, like the mic. Oh, okay. I have not.
I know
Different
it's
side
very
of effort.
random, but like it's very funny to
I'm
me.
sure you all know.
Y'all confirm
I'm
know.
sure y'all know. Okay.
Vic will add the reference here.
Yeah, but I'll remove the song.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, interesting. Okay, a trend / sound on TikTok that you don't like or would swipe away from really quickly.
Yeah.
Elmao.
That's my comment.
I have
Fake.
to. No, actually that's okay. This I don't know if y'all know the hi, I'm Dory.
No.
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh,
But every
dear.
time I see, I just
Quickly swipe away.
I
What's the trend about?
It's like it's the audio is from the movie Dory, right? And then in the movie she says hi, I'm Dory. And then somebody made this video of this Roblox character dancing to the song, and then people have just been recreating the video.
Is it the? It's not the. Oh wait.
It is. I
Is
think.
it the old
Wait.
grandma looking thing?
I
Like
think.
she's wearing red and.
Oh no, not red.
That's not that one. Okay. Wow.
Oh.
Different sides of
No,
TikTok.
yeah, no. FJ is still like she uses TikTok. Like sometimes she gets in on it and she's like, wow, then I'm like, wow.
I'm like, yeah, I know, I saw that one.
I'm sorry if
confused.
like,
I'm out.
there's people who find it funny. I just every time I look at it, I feel very cringed.
Okay.
We'll put a
okay.
reference down here because
need
I
to-
later need to see. I need to see what is it.
Okay.
Okay.
Boom.
Yeah.
Okay, your favorite musician.
SZA. Yes.
Boom.
But shout out Playboy Cardi and The Garden
Boom.
and
Yes.
Western Estate and Luna Luna.
Yes. Or she'll just include everything here. Sometimes when you see like Vic working at her workstation at her com, then she'll be blasting like Playboy Cardi. Yeah. Boom. Okay. Next one. Favorite color.
Yellow.
Boom.
Yes.
Interesting.
Something you're currently watching. Tell them.
I know you specifically asked this because you know the answer.
I also know.
Yeah, every time during lunchtime they will
Yeah, yeah.
watch their own thing. I'll always ask, Vic, what are you watching now?
So Vic, what are you currently
I'm
watching?
watching Desperate Housewives.
Let's go. How is it so far? Do you enjoy it?
I love it. I love
Boom.
drama.
It's a classic.
Classic
Yeah,
show.
what
Now
season are you on?
Season 2.
Oh, not bad.
It's like romance, crime, murder, lots of plot twists. Yeah, it's everything that you want.
Boom.
Yeah.
I remember it
that?
being shown on Channel 5
Yeah.
last time during our primary
Yeah, I
school days.
remember that.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
Oh, damn old. Okay. Favorite subject when you were in school.
Social studies.
Fair.
Okay,
Because that was the only teacher that I liked in the whole school.
Shout outs to social studies, man.
Shout out Mr. Yong.
Shout outs, Mr. Yong.
Your favorite subject? Oh, you like social studies?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Okay.
I think because like my teacher made it very
Oh.
enjoyable.
You see,
Teachers are
yeah,
important,
teachers
man.
are
Yeah.
important.
Shout outs to the teachers out there, man, doing their part, man.
Mr.
Boom.
Who?
Mr. Yong.
Mr. Young. You got it. And then of course.
What is your least favorite subject when you were in school?
Chinese.
Why must we spoke?
Chinese.
So sad.
Boom. Well,
It's nothing against myself.
But it's
Boom.
a pattern lah that we've noticed
Yeah.
lah. Like y'all are not particularly strong or interested in the Chinese language also.
It's not that I'm not interested. I actually wish that I could speak Chinese like fluently or like Cantonese fluently so that I could like speak to my grandma. But it's just very hard to learn.
But you have to tell everybody that your. Do you think that your Chinese has improved by leaps and bounds?
Actually, that's true.
Right.
It has improved a lot ever since I started working here.
Sometimes you will catch Vic swearing in.
yeah. Oh, dang it.
And it's very out of character for her.
Yeah.
But it's very wonderful to see this evolution. Like
That's
like
right, man.
sometimes she can order in Chinese also, which is wonderful.
That's nice. Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, I see perks of hanging out with her.
华语酷。侯山亮的 ad campaign. Okay, what's your favorite way to unwind?
Unwind.
Yes, sir. Play Animal Crossing.
Actually, yes.
Boom.
Yes. But it's like after like taking a hot shower and then like you have to get in bed and then play Animal Crossing. Yes.
Boom. Okay. Describe your perfect day for yourself.
Perfect day.
Like from the start to the end of the day.
Wake up really early, maybe like 7 a.m.
Damn.
And then head to the gym.
Damn.
Yeah, then after that, go home, have breakfast, and then take a nap.
Nice.
And then after that, go meet my boyfriend.
Okay. Oh! You heard it here first.
You heard it first.
This is my first time hearing you.
I don't know.
Tag. Tag him in it, but
Yes, go on. There.
sorry.
And then yeah, maybe go to like the park or something.
Oh,
Yes.
park or the pub?
A park
Oh,
or
okay.
or the beach or something like that. I don't drink, guys.
Okay.
Same.
Same. Me too. Can't drink. Okay.
Okay. Nice. Then after the park, then.
Then go home.
Nice. Okay. If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Teleportation.
Fair. That's a very,
Yeah.
very, very
Then
convenient.
I can travel without a passport.
Yeah,
Actually, no, I should probably still carry the
Yeah.
passport.
in case like they stop you. That's fair. Now 2 months. Like what are you guys doing, man? I haven't updated mine.
Me too. Yes.
Yeah, then you need the skill.
Yes.
Yeah, you need the superpower.
Man, okay. What's one meal you could eat for the rest of your life?
This is a very hard question.
Did you say Victor's chicken rice?
Yeah, then Victor's chicken rice.
I love you, Victor's chicken rice, but
But it's not
I
it
can't-
lah.
I
Too
can't.
much really.
I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. Okay, but to answer the question, okay, it's like a toss up between Mei Tai Koro Fan
Yes.
and like pasta.
Okay. Yeah, Vic loves pasta.
How
Like,
do you
she always
explain
tell
Mei
us.
Tai Koro Fan in English?
It's a braised pork braised pork belly with what's the vegetable? It's cabbage, right?
Yeah.
It's preserved vegetable.
Oh.
Preserved cabbage.
Mei Tai Koro.
Mei Tai is preserved, salted, preserved. Wow.
Yeah. It's this one lah over here. Mei Tai Koro Fan.
Specifically
Yes.
for one from Amoy.
Yes.
Yeah, specifically from wow, that one very good, yeah.
Okay.
Link down below. If you weren't doing what you do now, what would you be doing? Do you think?
Well, I mean, before I joined here, I was like selling clothes on Instagram, right? I probably would have continued doing that,
Boom.
or if not, I probably would have studied harder and tried to like pursue psychology or something like that.
Okay, interesting. Boom. Lastly, if you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Unpopular opinion, Singapore.
Fair, no,
nice.
dude. Boom.
Respect.
But I would
Yes.
love to try
Okay.
living in like New Zealand or like Germany.
Germany.
Yeah. Apparently people there are very straightforward with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you like that?
Yeah, I like that.
Hmm?
Prefer?
What? Also, actually, I don't know what to for.
Okay.
Okay, boom.
Yeah.
Now that's the end of the quick fire round.
So the second part, I mean, Vic already knows lah. I mean, Vic, you are the one who came out with the flow of all of our podcasts anyway.
Yes,
But
sir.
by then we came out with the questions. So the second part will be more intimate, more in depth. So let's start. The first question is: do you ever feel like there's a generational gap between us?
Yes.
Elaborate.
Well, I mean, it's like almost every month or like every few months I get like the question like, oh, what is this? Like, Vic, can you explain what is this to me?
Because okay, we have to come out with content for not just Instagram, right? But for TikTok as well. And like what Isaac said, amongst all of us, right? Isaac's the one that doesn't partake in TikToks as much. So there's a lot of explaining involved. And I think you already know when you have to explain a TikTok, it's like trying to explain a joke. It's like it just doesn't. You cannot.
When you have to explain a joke, it's not funny anymore.
No, but sometimes I watch like once, twice, thrice, then I read the comments and then I just like,
Yeah.
wait, but what is it?
Yeah, there's the holy trinity of the content, the comment, the caption, and then the sound, and then it has to link to the yeah. Then sometimes we just
Yeah.
really don't get it. I understand.
Yeah,
I'm so
and,
sorry.
and also like just random like lingo. Like
Yeah.
sometimes you all will text me like after work and like, oh, can you explain what this word is?
Yeah. It's true though, it's true. Oh, I remember, I'm not even gonna lie. I think we mentioned before in the previous podcast with Omoko, right? When we first started Loop Garms 2018, because we honestly prior to that we've never like interacted with people way younger than us, right? Okay, maybe I'm not sure about you live, but for me, I did not know what the word I thought it was an abbreviation. What was that?
OTL.
No, not OTL. Not OTL.
Bad.
No. It's a sound. It's actually a sound.
It's sound.
Ah shit.
Oh, is it she?
No,
oh
no,
god.
no,
no.
she came later. She came
Oh.
later.
Um.
It's a sound. It's a. Then I thought it was a abbreviation. It's not wheel. It's. Oh my god, it's that sound.
Okay,
Fuck.
okay,
I'm
we
so
have to
sorry.
find out.
I
Okay, we're
I
gonna
can't
find
remember.
out
But
for you.
I thought that word that people keep saying was an abbreviation for something, but it's actually it's a sound word. I forget what is it. Oh my gosh. Okay, but yeah.
Okay, that. And then I also think there was a time. Vic said Edison Chen is not handsome. That one is just a clear indication of this generational gap that we have here.
Isn't that more like on an individual level?
Oh, yeah, that's also true lah. But
No, but
it's like yeah. It's
okay,
like,
deeds aside, right? But like face alone, right?
handsome, yeah, Edison Chen.
Then we show her Sean Yue.
Sean Yue.
Yeah,
Sure, nice
Mm,
Takuya Kimura.
I forgot what he looks like
No,
already.
put here. Y'all decide. Y'all decide. It's our generation's like handsome
Man.
guys. Yes.
Yeah.
And then were you the one who said Nakata was okay only?
I think. Is Nakata the football?
Yes, the footballer,
Ah,
yeah.
yeah, he's okay.
He's
known-
okay.
He was known during our time as the Asian David Beckham.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And the comment section is all like, "Hey, you're not even that pretty."
Oh no,
Hey, no,
that's
no,
not
hey,
about
this
what
is
it
not
is.
this.
It's about
The generation.
Yes,
different,
correct.
what do you call standards of beauty?
correct.
No lah.
No,
Takuya Kimura, Edison Chen. Like y'all see this one. Initial D 现在.
if you tell me J Cho, you're not really sure, then I understand.
Okay.
Then Xing Qing will come after you.
Yeah, but just last time young time quite nice.
Oh,
Quite nice.
then you are wrong. Okay.
What's the sound?
Okay. We will.
We'll
add-
get back to that lah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, Vic, like your counterparts, Elmas and us, we feel like there's a generational gap. We also feel it also lah. But then you are very kind to explain to
Yeah.
us all the time. You're quite patient. I remember that time that you were trying to explain the TikTok sound.
Yeah.
And we both didn't get it.
I can
Yeah.
just see the gears in their brain like stop working.
Yeah, it's just like no. Then I get quite worried because like, am I supposed to get it? Because is it like a very like simple thing? Then I was just like, oh my gosh. Then I get very panicked. I was like, oh my gosh, am I? Yeah,
Luckily, we have Vic.
Yeah.
We have Vic.
breaks it down for us.
Yeah.
So Vic,
Yeah.
do your friends and your family understand what you do?
I mean, my friends definitely understand what I do.
Okay,
Yeah. My family, I mean, they know what my job is. I think like they probably just don't know what I do day to day.
Oh.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Your parents use social media also, right?
No, not really. Not really.
Not
Yeah.
Not even Facebook.
No way.
Oh,
But I think my dad has Instagram.
wait, what?
Nice.
You just jumped the first step. Go to Instagram.
I think my dad has Instagram, but yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Okay.
Because sometimes they'll ask me like how do I use this. Now that I'll try and explain, but yeah.
But then do your parents like specifically ask you like, can I see some of the stuff that you've done, or like?
Oh no way.
Oh,
But I do tell my mom about work.
okay.
Like she knows like some of it,
Okay.
but I never really like go into detail like what I do. More because like I don't know if she will understand. Yeah.
Does she know you're the mannequin? Like
Uh,
they wear the clothes.
I don't think so.
Oh.
I don't think so. But I think she knows about like YouTube and stuff.
Ah,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Fair
Okay.
enough. Good. Okay. What's something that you think people misunderstand about working in social media or with social media or like content creation in general? What's one thing that people misunderstand?
I think disclaimer that I don't like hate anybody for who misunderstands what I do. I think they just don't understand what I do on a day-to-day basis, and then I get the impression that they just don't see how this can be like a full-time job. Yeah, like
Yeah. I think so. I agree.
I think many times, I mean, I can see where you're coming
Yeah.
from because I feel like a lot of people only see the end product.
Correct,
like, say, for
correct.
example,
Yeah.
the 15-second clip on like Reels or like TikTok, and then people are like, oh, so all that work for like 15 seconds, and then they're probably thinking like, oh, actually, if it's only just 15 seconds, then you probably don't need to do that much prep work or whatever, right? But if you've never done social media, like that, right, you cannot see
Yeah.
the hard work that goes into it. Like, I don't know how to explain it also.
Yeah, I think even for us, our team lah in general, and then obviously the social media team is obviously mainly headed by Vic, and then FJ and myself will be there assisting also lah, but I think even at our scale, we already do find it a challenge, to actually not only be consistent, but also like try to come up with new things on top of, handling our contents that we already have running. And then it's not only about like, trying to make like content like, we think of something, this interesting that you do, but how to make it consistent, how to always sort of like refresh it, and on top of that, thinking of something new and then try to add into our rotation of content. Yeah, so and this is only very surface. And can you imagine those like full-time influencers or I think where people make content at scale
for a living,
come up with YouTube videos like maybe once a week, twice a week even, and then not only YouTube but their Instagram and then their TikTok. It's so much work. So I think do not like underestimate the prep work, like what FJ said, that's put behind it and not only that, you have to schedule things also, so Vic does a lot of all those as well, yeah.
And the crazy thing about social media is everything happens instantly. So everything is all at once as well. So once something goes up, right, and then you notice something that isn't right, and you're just like, oh shit, but it's already reached like X amount of people and everything. So it's a very actually, if you think about it, it's quite anxious.
Yeah. Oh, I think one fun story I remember.
No.
That's the best.
No.
You all know what I'm gonna talk about.
Yes, I know.
I woke up with the biggest shock of my life.
Which one? What?
The Twitter one.
The Anita
Oh,
Baker
that
one.
one.
What did you Which one?
Never mind, it's okay.
Oh, I don't know lah.
I don't. Cut out this one.
No, don't want.
Which one was it?
After the recording.
Okay.
What was it?
But when I tell you, you will laugh lah. You will laugh
But
until
now I
you
want to
cry.
know.
No, we can cut this one.
Yeah, we can.
It's the one where I mistook the guy in that Japanese band.
But that one's still okay.
I laugh, but that okay lah. That was still okay.
That one cannot be as
Yeah.
worse as.
No, the Twitter one was.
Oh no, the Twitter one. But then my mistake. Do
what's
you
your
remember the flag?
Oh,
That one maybe don't say lah.
The-
That one paiseh.
that
But then
one
I'm
paiseh.
human
yeah lah, you're human lah.
Okay. Then they were wondering what the hell.
Yeah, what all these?
Okay.
Nah, I say
Okay,
mine
okay,
first.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, actually we all can say that.
Okay,
lah,
that's okay.
Yeah, you're quite mild.
Yeah,
Quite
okay,
mild. No, so fun fact with what happened within like the social media stuff. So I remember this was probably Vic joined us maybe it was probably a few months in already. And then one day woke up then I think Vic texted to the group. Then he said, like check Twitter this, and then I woke up and I checked Twitter. So what happened was, right, okay, last time we only had Loop Garms. So we posted our t-shirt post. Last time we always have like the backstory and everything about like, the piece, like history and everything. So we also posted that on Twitter.
Yeah.
What happened was, so it was a t-shirt of this singer called Anita Baker.
She's a legend,
Legend. FJ is a huge fan of Anita Baker. So
Not anymore.
well, not anymore because what happened was, right, so she basically retweeted our post of her old vintage like tour tee, was it? Yeah. And then she sort of replied to it lah. She said
I have nothing to do with this corporation.
yeah, I have nothing to do with
They
this company.
took my likeness and I don't know lah.
Yeah.
made it
Essentially
into their own shirt.
insinuating that this shirt is not like not
Official.
official, not real, and this is like as no. I think she insinuated that we printed the shirt. Like we printed the shirt. That was the understanding lah, that we printed the shirt,
We were
use
just
her likeness.
profiteering off her.
Correct. So unbeknownst to her that is actually her official merch back in the day, right? So we actually we went to check
Then there were so many people that replied to it also.
Yeah.
They were like,
oh yeah, so many of her fans, Anita Baker's fans, just went ham, just went like crazy, just like, oh yeah, you're this, you're that, bam, take it down, man. Yeah, you tell him, blah blah blah, like just scolding us lah. Then we're like, hey, what the hell? Then plus our Loop Garms Twitter, not many followers, man. But anyway, then we were like, oh wow, then it's like, hey, how's that? But then
she got blue tick one
she's a legend lah. I mean, come on, y'all probably heard of her songs as well. But the thing was, I told them I don't think we're in the wrong mark. It's literally an official tour merch, from our past. And we checked, with other like vintage store who also had this item before as well. And yeah,
Then we took screenshots.
we took screenshots of it.
Sent
And
it to her.
yeah, we we sent it to her. We explained the whole situation to her, right? And then what happened was like maybe within like, I don't know, half an hour, 20 minutes or something like that, she deleted the post.
Then she blocked us.
And she blocked us. Then we're like, bro. Then I remember got this one DM very intentionally like DM us and then like message and scold us. Then I replied to him the same thing. I sent him like, oh bro, you can check this out. Like, this is actually an official, we are a vintage store. We're not like a t-shirt printing company or anything. And then yeah, everyone went silent.
You see? So that
That was my funny story.
yeah,
lah.
but I
was like,
remember we were like doing firefighting and we were just
yeah,
like,
but
what's
then we were not
going
in
on?
the wrong. Like that's the thing. Like you forgot your own merch. Never mind lah. But you don't come like after us, bro. Like
Okay lah, but she's a diva lah. So she's like been around for a very long time. So I won't.
like her PR team. I don't know.
Yes, yeah. They're probably like, hey, Anita, we got print before lah. You don't remember where that time? Yes, yeah. Okay, so that's
Anyway, check out our Twitter.
Boom.
nice. See.
Yes.
Check out our Twitter. Okay, so that's Isaac's social media story, but that was not long after you joined us also,
Yeah,
right? So I think that was could have been quite traumatizing also. And then what was the one that you wanted to?
Is it what's it called? Heisei.
Heisei
Jump.
we have this. Okay, so we have this like little shrine behind us, right? And there's like a lot of Japanese idol groups and stuff. One of them is Heisei Jump, and then Vic was actually doing like a trivia sort of thing, right, on Loop Garms. And then
So I tried to do a trivia about the band, and then I tried to find like a group photo of them and like match up the face
Yeah.
and the names to their like Wikipedia
Yeah.
page. And then I got one of them wrong. So like, and he was like right in the center
Yeah.
of the whole photo.
Yeah, but that was quite funny because I mean honestly like I think aside from probably our generation or really those people who are very very into like Japanese like idol culture, then you probably know the members by name and everything.
it's like the same thing as like some people saying, oh, all K-pop girl groups all look the same, or all the BTS members look the same.
Stop
It's because
aging
you're because you're not into it. That's why you
Correct.
don't see it, man.
I'm so sorry, guys.
No, it's okay. It was just quite funny. It was funny to us. Like I'm like, oh my god. Then yeah, I laughed.
But it can't be as bad as the one that I don't even know if I want to say because it's so horrible. You know?
It's quite funny. Honest mistake,
It was a very okay. So let me just preface this by like geography, history, just identifying flags and maps is really not my greatest suit. And this is way before any of y'all joined. This was probably like in 2018 or
Yeah.
2019. There was this disaster that happened in Indonesia. I think it was an earthquake. And then because we have a lot of Indonesian friends and customers, and we just wanted to show them like, we were thinking of
Standing
them.
in solidarity.
And stuff lah. So Isaac was like, should we do this? I was like, okay, let's do it. So we posted something up on our story, and I used the wrong flag. Do you know the Poland and the Indonesian flag is just
Oh,
the other way?
yeah.
I used the Poland
Oh
flag.
no.
Yeah, and then a nice Indonesian customer said, "Thank you for your kind words, but that is not our flag."
Oh.
She was very nice about it. So,
sweet.
yeah, she was very sweet about it. So that's our social media horror story. So wait, but what's something that people misunderstand? Yeah, see, so like I was just saying everything is instant. You get feedback
Yeah.
immediately and everything. So I think the anxiety of working in social media is real lah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what else do you think people misunderstand
Mis-
about content creation also?
About content creation, why it takes so long?
Mm,
like
mm.
why we might look very busy, but then the
Yeah.
content come out like so fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think also with at least after Vic joined us, where we really went deep into like trying to make content and stuff like that. I think along the way, at least personally, what I felt was that, what I've learned is that actually sometimes the more we actually think about how to try to do a certain content or whatnot, it might actually complicate things. Sometimes the content that actually works, or at least that I feel like we get better response out of, or like, that we actually also truly enjoy, are the ones that does not take too much time or effort.
Or the ones that were more spontaneous.
Yeah, spontaneous is the word. Yeah, really, really. Like, you don't need to this be that or this, it turns out to actually, it's much better but of course, yeah, I mean, it's different it's very, very different. But yeah, sometimes I think being spontaneous will actually help the process. And sometimes, like when Vic and I were just discussing, and then Vic says, hey, maybe we should like try this one, then we just okay, then we do, and then turns out, hey, actually like not bad, as opposed to some where we prep so much, and everything, and then we realize like, any favorite content that you think that we've done so far, that your personal favorite?
Personal favorite?
Yeah.
Probably the one where FJ dressed up in the Power Rangers.
Oh yeah, oh my god, that was so super cute. Yeah, that was damn nice. That was the Loop Garms intro, right? That was after COVID.
Yeah.
After COVID, correct.
I think it was like only.
That was nice.
Like when I just joined.
Yeah, oh my god, it was the second piece of because the first one was we did the outside the. We did a cardigan, the golf lafleur one.
Yeah.
That one, yeah. That was the first TikTok.
Was that your first piece of content with us?
First
TikTok. First TikTok. Yes. Correct.
Yeah, that one was a hit also. That was quite.
Yeah, that one was also quite fast. Yeah, but I think that one also I like. I think. Then what about yours? What's your favorite content that so far we've done?
I think in the beginning of Stakeout, you and Vic would go out quite often to shoot more like transitional kind of like walking along the streets sort of.
Oh yeah.
That was quite cool because it was cool to see y'all in motion. Not that but I also understood how much work it was because they could be out like the entire like afternoon just trying to get a good
and
shot.
The weather is also unpredictable.
At the mercy of the natural
sometimes
elements.
It's super hot, then sometimes it's rainy, so.
Yeah, like the first few ones, the that song. Oh gosh, I know. Do you know? Oh
I
god,
don't
maybe
remember.
I'm singing the wrong key.
Which one?
I'll get Vic to put the thing. No, those were the ones that I quite like. Yeah.
I think for myself, I honestly, I really like all of the content that we've put out so far. If not, I think we wouldn't put out those content. But if I honestly had to pick one, I really enjoyed doing the Adult Swim.
Oh.
Adult Swim. Was Adult Swim, right? Adult Swim.
Yeah.
No, like I feel like it's very because the time we did for Loop Garms, was it? It was Loop Garms, and then it's this video over here. Where we pan out, then we made the Adult Swim logo with the memorabilia and knickknacks of our store. And it's sort of like a throwback. So I feel like it fits the whole theme very well. And that's just a very nice, good vibe behind it. So I think that's my favorite one. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that one. That was nice. But yeah, we thought it would. But that's okay because we liked it.
Yeah. Sometimes it's not so much about we put out content to have the likes or the shares and whatnot, But sometimes, we can put out some stuff that we are proud to say that this is for us, and boom. Yeah, man.
Okay. The most challenging part of managing social media or content creation so far.
Yeah, on a personal level.
I think TikTok itself, making TikToks, is the hardest for me, just because it has to fit a very specific narrative, and then sometimes it's very hard to find a trend that's speaks about us and resonates with us,
our voice also.
Yeah, so I think that's the hardest one, and also probably the fact that our team is so small, and then the feeling that we could probably do better, if we were bigger. Yeah.
Drop
your if you wish to.
Yeah, for
join,
sure.
no,
really, say real.
Your boom.
If you want to bounce ideas off with Victoria and the rest of the team.
Yeah, man. Honestly, we could.
Please.
Boom. And then.
Please.
Boom.
Please. It's just me and Premiere Pro in the back rooms.
And Isaac's weird antics.
Yeah, man. So join us, and then yeah, we'll see where this goes. Boom. But yeah, email.
So that's challenging lah. That's the one of the
Understand lah.
yeah lah. We also do wish that we could have more people. Then the content would be varied as well, and then with
Yeah, I think because at the back end, like at least for us, sometimes we do, have future plans and future ideas of more content to make. But I think like what Vic mentioned, I think with at least our size now, the scale of our back end team,
what we're able to
what we'll be able to do, it will be a little bit difficult, especially when it comes to time and like manpower also. Because really we do have like a few content that we have lined up. Whether or not, we are whether it will be consistent enough will depend on like how much time we have, and then again manpower. So boom, email us, join us, maybe, let us know. I think we really do have a lot more interesting ideas and content to actually do more for like stakeout also, and and just come on and see how you guys can bounce ideas off with Vic and us. So boom. Yes, sir.
Yes.
And we're already closing into the last question. What's something that you want to tell the people that swing by or that listen to our podcast?
I think for the people that swing by, thank you. Really thank you for coming by. And like I don't get to meet the people there, but I always hear stories about the people.
No, so because Vic is not on the front as often, I mean obviously as the rest, right? But then we always introduce her to our customers. And then we always say the same things. Hello, hey Vic, hey, this is Vic by the way. Asha, do you know Vic? Vic, do you know Asha? And we say all the time that you actually do know some of our customers on a personal level already.
And I think a lot of times it's also like because of this podcast, now that y'all put a voice and put a face to whatever y'all see on just like the pictures like Vic, because I think sometimes customers do come by and tell us, is that the who is that who is that, like your model for the thing. That's our social media coordinator Vic, she's also our resident mannequin, blah blah. But then now y'all get to meet her, and sometimes she goes over to film stuff also, and then y'all will bump into her as well. Do say hi, man.
Must say hi.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so that's to the people who say
and then I also want to say to the people who have not swing by yet.
Yeah.
Because, I don't even know if they're gonna watch this, but like I guess if you haven't swing by before and like you're kind of like me, a bit like introverted, very quiet, maybe like a bit intimidated or like nervous about like coming by, or like you don't know what to expect, or like you're scared to talk to people, something like that. Like I think that don't be scared, don't be nervous. Like I think I was very nervous, and I was like, I thought like maybe I wouldn't like get along with you guys, or like maybe there'll be like a very stuck up vibe or something like that. But then I decided to like go in with like an open heart, and like it really paid off lah. Like
boom,
we connected.
Yeah, man, 100%.
Really well. Yeah, which was like unexpected for me. So yeah, it was an unexpected surprise, like a good surprise.
Yeah, man. And I think like to add on to what Vic said also, it really feels like sometimes with like places with like especially clothing establishments or anything related to, I guess, arts, culture, or clothing, music, stuff like that. Maybe the vibe that just from the front, like if you haven't interacted with like the people themselves, it kind of gets a little bit what do you call that?
Scary.
Like there's a distance, right? Distance lah, between the like say shop, store, and yourself lah, But then I think more often than not, like I'm sure many of y'all can attest to it, like especially if you guys are y'all have been coming here since Loop Garms days or even not. Boom. I mean it really goes both ways lah, So we are always ready 100% to just be like bomb, open. I mean, welcome you guys with open arms. So boom, just open up, man. Boom.
Is there anything else you wanted to add?
Oh yeah, to the people who
listen to our podcast.
Watch and listen to our podcast. Yeah. Thank you.
It's because
Thank you for
listening
watching.
to what I edit.
Yeah, thank you for watching like all our podcast episodes, or listening to our episodes, or watching any of our content. Basically,
Thank you so much,
Like,
man.
I mean, we don't really have a lot of likes or views, but
Mm.
like I think every view
Yeah.
counts. Yeah.
Especially those of y'all who actually, take the time out to tell us, in person or like through DMs also that you guys actually listen or watch our podcast,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think like especially those comments that I say that they took something away from the
Yeah.
episode, like those are very important to me.
Yeah, we always so when you guys feedback to us about like podcasts or tell us that y'all watch it or y'all listen and then y'all enjoy it, these are always things that we will always run back to the office to tell Vic because I feel like especially because she's not on the front all the time, so she doesn't get to hear it firsthand. But we're always so excited to share this kind of feedback with her to show that there are people out there who support us lah. And I think that little support goes a long way in motivating us to do, especially Vic as well, to do more and do better as well.
Yeah, I think adding on to what like Vic said also, I think the main things, obviously, letting us know, you all listen and you all like watch, it means a lot. But what Vic said, you all took something away from it. I think that one is very, it just shows that we are going in the right direction. And I feel like for us, we really want, what we always want to do, be it the front end, where while we are with you guys face to face, in person, or through our content, it's always to uplift and spread positivity, to in some ways, inspire you guys to be yourself, be open and take, especially this podcast also, bring different guests onto the show who are leading sort of the life that is like the path less taken. And then hearing their stories and then hopefully applies to something that you're going through and whatnot, and take something away. And when you guys let us know that, dude, that like means so much. So yeah.
So thank you, Vic, for
Yes.
coming on
Thank
today.
you.
If you guys have any questions about, social media or what's it like, running social media, or you got any questions specifically for Vic as well, don't be shy. You can DM us, and then we all see the DMs, but we'll know who to direct it to as well. But I think what we are especially happy about today is to be able to put a face to all the content,
Yes.
all the social media stuff that you see, taking off the glasses off the mannequin,
Yes.
taking the head off the mannequin, that you guys can see Vic in her
I
entirety.
am a human.
I'm a human too.
I can move.
I'm not a robot.
I'm not a robot. So thank you, Vic, for coming on as well.
Thank you.
We will see you guys
We'll see you guys
in our next
podcast season.
season
probably.
episode.
Yeah,
We
we'll probably be going on a short break.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
lady over here.
He's gonna pop a baby.
Yes, in case you guys haven't noticed
Yeah.
the rate that I've been growing for the
Yeah.
past few podcasts. But don't let that stop you from DMing us if you have any suggestions as to who we can bring on our next podcast, or DMing us if you'd like to, I don't know, be our sponsor. We've been asking for the entire season already.
So stay tuned. I mean, even though we are going like on a short hiatus for our podcast, we will be coming up with new content, or even the Good Vibrations only might shift for this period of time to do something else. So stay tuned, man.
Yes.
Boom.
Opportunities are endless,
Mhm.
right? Thank you so much. We'll see you in our next one.
Thanks, Vic.
Bye bye.
Bye.
See you.
Bye bye.